You can now integrate Slack with your AI by using the Slack webhook function block. Let me show you how it works. Let's say you're an online e-commerce store and you have a CSV export of your sales data that contains various different SKUs, sizes, revenue, and quantity ordered for a particular product. With this summarizer AI that we have remixed, what we're going to be doing is uploading a CSV with our data, and then the AI is going to do its magic by analyzing it, highlighting any key findings, insights, and/or trends. It is then going to output a response inside of your AI itself, as well as push the response to a dedicated channel on Slack. Here is our output. Let's build this together. In order to send this data over to Slack, we're going to use the Slack webhook function block. Let's go back to MindStudio. We're going to change the message settings. We're going to assign this as a variable, and we're going to call this output. We're assigning the send message block a variable in order to use it later in our AI, and ultimately push this variable over to Slack. Click on the plus icon, click on send message, and you're simply going to enter your output variable. And with our message settings, don't forget to change the sender from user to system. This is so your AI works properly on the front end. To recap, we're collecting user input by using our CSV, summarizing the CSV with the next send message block, assigning it as an output variable, and then displaying it to the user. Now it's time to configure the Slack webhook function block so that the output can be delivered to your desired Slack channel. Go ahead and click on the plus icon, run function, and on the right side, we're going to browse community functions. Scroll down and select the Slack webhook function block and import. Under the configuration of the Slack webhook function block, all we need is our Slack webhook URL, which is provided by Slack, and our input, the text that's going to be sent over to the webhook. This can either be a string or a variable. Let's start with generating our webhook URL inside of Slack. Go to slack.com and sign into the appropriate workspace. For this example, I'm going to use a server that I have already created. We're going to add a new channel in order to send the messages to a dedicated channel versus general. Click on Add Channels, create a new channel, and we'll call this Sales Reports. Click on Next. And here, you can change the visibility for it to be a public channel to where anyone in your server can view it, or have it be a private channel for the sake of setting it up. We're going to roll with that. We're going to skip adding people for now since we're still configuring this channel. Next, go into the settings of the dedicated channel by right-clicking on the channel name and then clicking on View Channel Details. Head to the Integrations tab on the top and click on Add an App. We already have the webhook application added to our workspace. In the event that you don't, simply search using the toolbar up here. Click on Install. It'll take you to this app directory by Slack. Go ahead and click on Add to Slack. Now that we're in the configuration settings, scroll down and select the channel where your incoming webhook will be posting messages to. We're going to enter sales reports for that channel we just created. Tap on Add Incoming Webhooks Integration. And you'll see that confirmation message up top. And if you head back to Slack, you'll see that we successfully added an integration to this channel. Incoming webhook. Let's head back to the webhook configurations. And here we can see the setup instructions. You can copy the webhook URL from here, or if you scroll further down, and here you'll find the integration settings, along with the webhook URL that you can copy by clicking this button, or regenerate if need be. You can also customize the name of your webhook in the integration settings here. Just be sure to click on Save Settings if you change any of them. With our copied webhook URL, we're going to head back to MindStudio. And we're going to paste that URL under the configuration in our Slack webhook function block. Great, we've added our Slack webhook URL. Next, we need to enter the input. The input is the text that's going to be sent over to the webhook. What we want is our output to be sent over to Slack. So we're simply going to enter our output variable. To test out your function block is by going to the left side, opening the functions folder, clicking on Slack webhook, and then going to the test data tab. You're simply going to paste your webhook URL in between these two quotations. It should look something like this. We're now going to run this function in order to test it out. Tap this icon here. And we can see that the message was sent to Slack, which was test message. Head back to Slack, head to the appropriate channel that you set up, and you should see a test message along with any custom names or images that you adjusted in the integration settings. Let's head back to MindStudio and publish our AI. We're going to start a new thread, upload our sales data, and let the AI do its magic. And here we have the summary of our CSV along with a sales forecast, key insights, and a summary of the CSV and its contents. If we head over to Slack, we'll see the same exact output. And there you have it. You've now successfully integrated the Slack webhook function block into your AI. Integrating the Slack webhook function block opens the doors to various different use cases. For example, you can send a message to a dedicated channel for when you get a new user of your AI. Or you can send your document summaries to a dedicated channel on Slack. And you can even send blog posts for review to an editor to a dedicated channel as well on Slack. If you have any questions, bug reports, or would like to connect with other MindStudio developers, feel free to join our Discord in the description below. Thank you for watching.